Hi, I'm Stuart from HiFi PiG. We are here at the final high-end show in Munich before it moves to Vienna next year. I'm here with Ollie, who is the chief exec.
Yes. Co-chief exec.
Co-chief exec of PMC. And we're going to talk about the launch. It's the European launch of the new Prophecy range. We've already been privy to this in the UK when we saw the launch in Bristol.
Yep.
So Ollie's going to tell you a little bit about the range, how it's all built in the UK, etc., etc. So over to you.
Yeah, so we launched the range essentially at the beginning of the year. UK launch was in Bristol show in February, and now here we are in Munich, launching to Europe and rest of world. I mean, like, Munich's always been a huge international show. I mean, for everyone, but a lot for us too. Yeah, and it's nice to get it on show to the public.
And what is in the range? There's several speakers in the range.
We have 5 models in the range. So it's a passive hi-fi range of products. They were designed with the intent to be a bit more visually sleek and sexy looking than previous PMC speakers. And then we got carried away. We threw in a couple of new technologies. One of them is a patent pending technology. And this has created, what we love is this sleek, slim speaker design.
And what is the new technology?
I'll get there.
I do apologise. I do apologise.
Which is, they give a sound that's bigger than they look.
Okay.
So there's 5 models. You asked me how many models?
Yes.
5 models in the range. The bookshelf is the Prophecy 1. Then we've got 3 floor standers, the Prophecy 5, 7, and 9. The 2 bigger floor standers are 3-ways. And then there's also the centre.
Okay. And they are all, how are they loaded? And what is the difference with the new loading that you've got?
Well, so they're all transmission line designs, as all PMCs are.
Absolutely.
In fact, they're all ATL designs, advanced transmission line. But what's significant and unique about Prophecy is the device that we first designed back on the 25 series called Laminaire,
yes,
which is what fits into the exit of the transmission line to clean up the airflow, reduce turbulence, reduce resistance, which gives lower distortion, higher output bass. We have taken that to the next level, so it's now like a fully optimized version of Laminaire. It's now called Laminaire X.
Okay.
Which compiles the last 9 years of our research into this technology and developed it to be, yeah, as I said before, fully optimized. So now we have more of the benefits, more bass, lower distortion.
You mentioned that they're all passive. Every loudspeaker is passive in the range, but you did introduce actives a couple of years ago with the module on the back of some of your speakers. Any plans to make these active?
Yeah, a few people have been asking this. So they're all designed with that kind of thought in the future, like the 25 series was. We designed those with certain type of connectors and mounting so that we knew that in the future it would be easy to upgrade them to active. Prophecy's kind of been designed along similar lines as that.
Okay.
But we're seeing where 25 active goes before we make that commitment.
So you launched in Bristol in February in the UK, and we obviously went to that. How's Prophecy been received?
Overwhelmingly positive. I think people are excited that there's finally an attractive looking PMC speaker to buy.
Really? I've always found your speakers really good looking. But so how do you think they look better than the previous models that you've got?
I mean, like, things like the fixingless driver mountings, as well as the cabinets themselves, the veneers, and the design is contemporary and timeless. But yeah, the super low lacquer veneers, I think they really fit in with any kind of piece of modern
What I quite like about them is how they're lit over there. You'll better see them in a second, but they just seem to float in air, which I really like.
Yes. Yeah. Like in this lighting, the plinth
beautiful.
Disappears and you've just got like this.
Really beautiful, yeah. It's really beautiful.
The magic of light.
So, do you guys build in the UK, or where do you manufacture in the UK?
You're like feeding me these bits. Yes, you're right. Hey, guess what? It's a USP of PMC alongside transmission line. Every single PMC speaker is made in the UK. The Prophecy is no exception. Hand-built by a team of skilled craftsmen. Every single pair of Prophecies is listened to against a reference before it leaves the factory. We listen to a couple of different tracks. We measure them. and that allows us this fantastic level of quality
So
control.
how much of the design process goes on listening and how much goes on measurement? Or is it a balance of the two?
I mean, you walk into the PMC design office, and it's not like a load of guys with their heads down. It's
I can
like
imagine.
you walk in and you're hit with a wall of heavy metal music, and then
That's,
rap
that's
music.
unusual for audiophiles because it's all plinky plonky jazz.
Well, I
so,
mean, we listen to Plinky Plonky Jazz too.
so what's your test track? What's your favourite test track?
I mean, we've got a whole array of stuff from Plinky Plonky Jazz that's recorded beautifully through to like really compressed rock to make sure that whatever genre of music it is, it works well on PMCs. But like, it's an iterative thing. We're gonna simulate a new technology, maybe then prototype it, then put it in a speaker, then we will first listen to it, listen to everything, then we'll measure it, just to make sure that a measurement isn't biasing what we think we're hearing.
Okay.
And yeah, that goes round and round and round.
So I don't know if everybody knows what PMC stands for, but it stands for Professional Monitoring Company. And you guys have speakers in pretty much every studio around the world. You've got studios around the world.
Yes, I mean, yeah, exactly. We started in 1991, and we started as an all-professional business. We were selling studio speakers, and that was the case for the first 10 years. You're right, we have studios around, well, we don't have studios. We have a handful of studios. About 80% of music is recorded in a studio, which at some point in the recording chain has a PMC monitor.
So I suppose from the end user's point of view, if you are listening to a speaker that has been used in the studio that a piece of music was recorded in, it makes sense to listen to it in your sitting room.
It's a nice way to justify, are these speakers as good as they could be? Are they reproducing sound as accurately as they can be? Are they the best? The studio world thinks they are, so yeah. You're right.
So what prices are we looking at for the different...
For the Prophecy range?
Yeah.
The Prophecy 1 bookshelf, stalling for time, comes in at around about, let's say, €3,000 maybe.
Okay. So what's been the reaction from the European audience? We're day 2 into Munich, and it's the professional couple of days. The next couple of days are going to be the public. But what's been the reaction from the people that have been sat in front of them that's not heard them before?
Really love the reaction, particularly with the Prophecy ones that we were just talking about, of people coming in and going, where's the subwoofer? Which is great for like a little bookshelf, because there is no subwoofer. Prophecy 9's behind us. We were playing a track earlier which makes the ceiling shake.
Oh, wow.
The bass was good. It's fun. Yeah, everyone's loving them. But I think everyone's getting most of what we were trying to achieve from the design, which is, like trouser shaking bass is always fun, but also all of the detail and the mid-range clarity that we have from the new waveguide design.
I think a lot of people think that you, PMC, Professional Monitoring Company, people think you just do speakers, but you don't, do you? You do other stuff as well.
You mean such as the core amplifier?
Such as the core amplifier.
Yeah. So with, in fact, look, the lead designer for Prophecy is a fantastic design engineer called Elliot White.
I've met him several times. Got his name wrong several times. Got his profession wrong several times.
It happens.
Chief Wizard, I think I called him at the last
There might have been a few
interview.
outtakes at Bristol.
Yes.
So I first hired Elliot to come on board at PMC as a junior electronics engineer to design the core amplifier for us, and that was in 2013, I want to say, maybe 2014, which still stands as one of the best all-analog integrated amplifiers of all time. And we've got a pair of them, a silver and a black one here, driving our Prophecies. It drives the small Prophecies, it drives the big Prophecies with ease. I think it's like 110 watts per channel. Wow. But yeah, it's a cracking little design, and we're still making them. We love them.
Yeah. So what's next for PMC? Or are we not allowed to talk about that?
Next year, PMC is 35 years old.
Oh, really?
And we're definitely not doing a 35 series of anything.
Are you not?
But there will be new products.
Cool.
And we're going to be celebrating the year in style.
Cool. When will we know more about that?
When I've got it planned.
Ollie, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you ever so much, and all the best with everything that you guys do. I love speaking to you guys. You're always a hoot.
Thanks, Stu.
Thanks.